Hey, what's up, you guys? Just touching in. Um, so I recently made a video talking about how to escape the rat race, and I started thinking about it, and I realized there is no way to escape the rat race. If you really think about it, escaping the rat race, what you're basically saying is you want an escape from life. You know what I'm saying? People always want an escape. You go to work, you work for a few months, and then all of a sudden you want to escape with the vacation. You want to get away from everything. You want all your problems to go away for a while, so you want to escape. And that's what people are saying basically with escape the rat race. And it's like, all right, I'm in this dead end job, um, and I'm just working paycheck to paycheck, and blah blah blah. Then you find a lot of people that'll tell you, well, open up a business. Open up a business. Okay, open up a business. A lot of people who own businesses, unless if they have the money to just hire someone to go work for them and take, thousands of dollars of losses for a whole year, until you start actually making a profit, and then somebody's working for you and you don't have to work. um, I mean, you still got to do maintenance stuff, but other than that, you're going to be working 60, 70 hours a week running a business. So now it's like, oh, you're out of the rat race, but you're still an employee. You're working for the customers, you're working for yourself, you're working for a business, and then, people say passive income. Well, I mean, people make passive income, but then where do you get the money to start the passive income? Or you can, write a book and then you get this passive income. But who's gonna know about your book if you haven't promoted it? If you haven't put hours and years in telling people, hey, go get my book, you have to sell it. Or you have to hire somebody to sell it. Well, you don't have any money, so how are you gonna hire somebody to sell it? You gotta go out and you gotta make money. You know what I'm saying? So there is no escaping the rat race. But I think what you really need to ask is, what are you willing to race for? What are you willing to run for? You know what I mean? If you're starving, racing for some food isn't going to be that terrible. But most people in America aren't starving. Most people in America have a place to live. Most people in America have food to eat. Most people in America have clothes. Most people in America have water. Most people in a lot of places have all these things. They have their basic necessities. That's why the rat race, people are trying to escape it because they already have what they want. You know what I'm saying? They already got this. They don't have to struggle for it. A long time ago, you'd have a house, but tomorrow that house could get knocked down and you knew you'd have to rebuild it again. You might not catch food that day. You might not have clothes to wear that day. You might not have water to drink that day. So you had to race, which you didn't have to race, but you had to go find it. You had to go search. You had to search for what it is that you need. But people are trying to escape this rat race instead of searching for what it is that they need. And the real rat race is going on in here because everybody in the rat race, they need a bigger house, they need a nicer car, they need more clothes, they need more food. You know what I'm saying? They got food in the refrigerators that they're throwing away right now, but they need more food, they need better food. They got clothes in the closet right now they don't wear, but they need better clothes. They got a house with bedrooms they don't use, but they need more bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's trying to escape this rat race and they're living way above their needs. So the best, I mean, passive income is a great way to be free, which is what people are really saying when they're saying escape the rat race, is to be free. But, it takes planning. Retirement is a way of escaping the rat race, but you're still in the rat race because if that money runs out, then you got to go back to work. You got to go back to finding food. You got to go back to hunting and gathering. So no matter what, you always gotta you're always in the race. The only way you're not in the race is if you want to be homeless and live under a freeway overpass with a blanket and a nice tent. But then what do you have to do? You have to go search for food. You have to go sit on a sidewalk somewhere with a cardboard sign saying, I need food to eat. So you're still in the rat race. Even if you're homeless, even if you're off the grid. People, well, I'll sell everything and live in my van. Well, you still need food. Where are you going to get food from? Still need gas. Where are you going to get gas from? Well, I'll go live in the jungle or something like that. Okay, but you're still going to need food. You're still going to have to hunt. But now you have to hunt. Now you have to build. Now you have to gather. You may not be working for money to get the things that you want, but now you have to work to get the things that you want. You bypass the money part, but you're still in the rat race. So what is the rat race? The rat race is life. So what you're saying is when you want to escape the rat race is what are you willing to live for? What do you live for? What do you want out of life? That's all you're saying to yourself. You're trying to escape the rat race? You're not trying to escape the rat race. You're trying to get out of a job that you fucking hate. You're trying to get out of a job that you don't like, but you don't know what you want to do because all you think about is the money. You don't think about skills you want to learn. You don't think about what's going to make you happy. You're just thinking about how can I get this? How can I get that? And that's always going to leave you empty in here, in your heart. If you don't use your mind, you're going to be empty at heart. And you have to use your mind to think about what it is that you really want, what it is that you really need, and stop complaining about what job you're at. Stop complaining about how you need to escape the rat race and start figuring out how you want to live. Because you're in the rat race. Everybody's in the rat race. It's life. So how do you want to live? How do you want to hunt? How do you want to gather? How do you want to earn your income? What kind of rat do you want to be? Because we're all going to be rats. Some of us just are more comfortable rats. Some of us enjoy our rat race better. Some of us may not have a mansion. Some of us may have a 1-bedroom apartment, but we're happy because we get to exercise, we write books, we, work from home, and we don't have much, but we have food, we have water, we have clothes, we have shelter, and we do what we love to do. And then there's some people that have a lot more than that are like, I need to escape this rat race. The rat race is just being somewhere you don't want to be. So it's a mindset. Get out of that mindset of I need more and be grateful for what you have and figure out what it is that the basic necessities that you need in order to survive, in order to feel some kind of comfort. Stop wanting more than what you need and start doing what you want rather than having all the things you don't need. Be able to support yourself doing what you want to do to have your basic necessities. Because as long as you have food and water, clothing and shelter, all you need is human interaction, passion, joy, happiness, laughter. Start focusing on those things. How do you feed yourself? How do you shelter yourself? How do you clothe yourself? How do you give yourself hydration and still be able to live a life that's meaningful to you. Meaningful doesn't mean you have to be the next Martin Luther King or the next Mother Teresa or the next Gandhi. It just means how can you live a life where you get to spend time with the people you love. Of course, you got to go out there and work, you got to hunt, you got to gather. But then how do you come back and still do the things that you want to do? How do you do something you enjoy? What is it that you enjoy to do and start doing that? That's how you escape the rat race. Start doing something you enjoy to do and cover your basic necessities: food, shelter, water, clothing. And if you can do something you love to do and cover those four basic things, you have escaped the rat race. Or you have made the rat race something that you enjoy to do. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Love to hear what you have to say. See you guys later.